All right, let's get practicing in QuickBooks Online. Grab the link below in the description so that you can follow along. All right, here we are in the QBO gym. And the QBO gym is a place where we have numerous exercises that simulate real life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Every single month, we come out with new exercises for you to practice and complete, and we break it down for you into 4 different sections. So, today we are going to be working in the October strength training section where we really focus on sales tax. At the top here is an animated video to give you a little synopsis of what's going on in Craig's world that month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive quiz to test your knowledge as it relates to the video up above. And then further down are all of the exercises within this section. So today we are going to practice making a customer tax exempt. You will need to be in the sample company, the same session of the sample company as you did for the previous exercises. If you have not completed those yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of the screen. That'll take you to the first exercise. Complete that one and all the ones following it until you get back to this one. It's really important that you do the first one as these exercises all build on one another. So our scenario today is that Amy's received her invoice and realized that she forgot to tell you she recently received tax exempt status. Luckily, 1, she hadn't paid the invoice yet, and 2, you haven't remitted sales tax to the agency yet. If either of these had been true, well, you would have had to have gone through a different process, but that is outside the scope of this lesson. So for now, all we need to do is just update Amy's customer record and edit and resend the invoice. So let's see how to do that. First, we need to click on the button underneath the animated video in this section to download Amy's tax exempt determination letter. So let's go ahead and do that first as we will need it for the lesson. So if you go all the way back up to the top here, here's the animated video, and then you will see this IRS determination letter. Go ahead and click on that, and it will download for you. You're welcome to open it up and see what it looks like, and here it is. Just know where you saved it or where it downloaded because you will need it very shortly. So as we saw in the previous exercise, we could have changed Amy's tax exempt status directly on the invoice. By doing so, though, we would have left out some very important steps. So we're going to go over all of those now, and you will see why it is important to do it this way versus doing it directly through that invoice. So to get started, on the left-hand nav bar, we're going to hover over customers and leads and then click on customers. So here I am in the sample company. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. If you look over here on the left-hand nav bar, here is customers and leads. Hover over that and then select customers, and the whole customer list will appear. We want to go to Amy's Bird Sanctuary. So go ahead and click anywhere on that line with Amy's Bird Sanctuary. And when you do, all of her information will appear as well. Now we want to edit her profile. So let's go ahead and click on the white edit button. That's over here on the right-hand side. And her customer profile card will appear. Now, if we scroll to additional info section, we will notice that Amy is currently being taxed using QBO's automatic based on location calculation. You could also indicate a custom rate for Amy, which is sometimes necessary depending on the type of customer or the industry, but that's not what we want for this. So Amy had said that she was awarded tax exempt status, so that's what we need to click on. There is a little box next to something that says this customer is tax exempt. So let's go and do that. If you scroll down, it's towards the bottom here. Here's that additional info section. If you click on the box next to this customer is tax exempt, you'll have a few more options here populate for you. You'll notice that you have the opportunity to select a reason for exemption, and this is really important to know in case you ever get audited. So we are going to say that it is because she is a charitable organization. So let's go ahead and click on the arrow here and then select charitable organization. Now, You should not take Amy for her word that she is tax exempt, even though we would like to trust that everybody is honest. She needs to provide you with a copy of the IRS determination letter that she received. You have to save this letter as part of her record so that you can refer to it if you ever get audited. This is a very important step, but you would not have the opportunity to do this if you had edited her status directly on the invoice. That's why going through these steps is really important and the best practice to go with. So if you haven't already, download that letter underneath the animated video. But if you have, then hold on to it for 1 second. We're going to go to the Notes and Attachments section and then click on Add Attachment. So if you scroll back up, you see this Notes and Attachments section. You see this blue link that says Add Attachment. Go ahead and click on that. And when you do, you want to find where the letter, the IRS letter, has been saved. So you may need to go through a couple of your folders to find it. Mine is right here, so I'm going to click on that PDF of the letter, and then you simply click on the Open button. And you will see now that it has been attached. When it shows up here, the name of the file, when it shows there, you know that it has been attached properly. So now we simply just need to click Save. So click on the blue not blue, click on the green Save button. There we go. And now now it's been saved. Her customer profile has been saved. So changing Amy's tax exempt status will not affect past invoices. So we have to actually go in and edit the one that we just sent to her. So to do this, we created invoice number 1038, and it should be at the top of Amy's transactions because it was the one we just did. So on that arrow, we are going to click the blue edit link. If you happen to get any pop-ups, go ahead and click out of those. QBO is just trying to be helpful. So here is that one that we created in the previous exercise. So you want to click under this action. You see edit, go ahead and click on the blue edit link, and the invoice will appear for you. Now we're going to click on the See the Math link that's under where the tax rate is showing. So scroll down here and you see the link that says See the Math. Go ahead and click on that. And you will notice here that now it says this customer is tax exempt, and that is because we made those adjustments in her customer profile. So it's now showing that way and it's made that adjustment. So it's great. Now you can go ahead and close it. Just another way to make sure that everything's saved properly. And then we're done. So the sales tax has been removed. If you look now that we're back on this screen, you'll see that it has been automatically removed for us. And so now in a real life scenario, you would actually just resend this invoice to Amy. You would just save and send. But since this is the sample company and we can't actually send invoices, we're just going to go ahead and save and close. So go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button. If my QBO wants to go, there it is. And the invoice has been saved. And there you go. That is how you would change a customer to be tax exempt. And if you have any questions or want to know more about the QBO Gym, just go ahead and click on the link below in the description. Be sure to leave this session of the sample company open, as you will need it for the last exercise in the strength training section, where we practice making sales tax payments. And I will see you in the next video.